So who are you and where are you from?
So my name is Jen Karlstrom, and I am a social worker from Houston, Texas, but I also lived in Cleveland, Ohio for 20 years.
All right, and what about the climate in your life? Has it changed much since you were a kid?
Well, I would say absolutely. The reason that I mentioned that I was a social worker is because one of the biggest roles that I had when I moved back down to Texas was I worked in disaster recovery, and basically the amount of natural disasters that are occurring over and over again that are impacting real life people on the planet are just insane. You know, it's so much bigger than it was, and that's as a native Texan. I'm used to storms, I'm used to hurricanes, I'm used to all of those things, but the fact that the frequency and the intensity is so big, and then the environmental changes that have happened along with that, that really are not getting better, and we're not really able to fix them because they're so big now.
Wow. And then on an everyday basis, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your concern, 10 being the most concerned?
Oh, I mean like a super duper 10. A super duper 10.
And lastly, what about the future? Are you an optimist or a pessimist, and is there anything we can do about it?
I couldn't do what I do if I wasn't an optimist, but I have two young change makers at Ohio University right now. One is studying environmental changes and how that impacts the environment and also the people. And so I'm so happy about the young people today. I don't have as much hope for the people my age and older. And so I do think that people are thinking a lot more, that they're starting to understand a little bit, and we just have so much work to go. I mean, as far as to catch up to that big corporations are finally understanding that their role, they have impacted poorer countries, they are impacting our own country here in the United States, and yeah, I think that's the biggest part to me, is that we're moving incrementally, and some people still don't get it, and so I think that's the hardest part. But I do think that the young people get it, and they are talking about it more, and they are making more impactful changes and thinking of it in terms of not just recycling, but actually conserving and reducing, and you know. The biggest thing that my daughters taught me when they were in middle school was about fast fashion. You know, these other things that we do as consumers that impact the planet. And so I do have hope, but it relies on our young people.
Very good. Here on the 26th of June, here in South Padre Island. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.